Hey guys, I'm back. It's a great day for deliveries. I got a few different things in today, but today we are doing the prep box, or the prep package, by Poor Man's Prepper. Newest box, or subscription anyway, that we've got on the channel. Was very happy with it last month. Let me talk for a minute about customer service, because that's huge for me. Great customer service. Jason, who runs it, awesome dude. Not only am I impressed so far with quality, but just with his interactions with him. I'm not going to go into detail, but there was nothing wrong with it, by the way. Nothing wrong with anything related to it. I didn't have a problem with it. I just was curious and talked to him about something, and he is just an awesome guy. Customer service is huge for me. And he's one guy that runs the whole thing. And his interaction customer service was a lot better than some of the bigger companies that have a lot of people working with them. So bonus points for you, Jason. So we're going to take a look at February's package. Decided that I'm going to keep doing getting into the part of my Benchmade collection that I haven't touched in forever. My other, you might have just seen my one gold class knife that I have with part of the barrel and blade unboxing. This is my other gold class knife, the gold class 940. There have been a few gold class 940s, but I love this one. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and it doesn't really see the light of day very much. So, using this for the unboxing today, just so we can get some pocket time. And normally I don't carry gold class knives. I don't, like I said before, I don't buy them because a lot of them are just, they're such beautiful pieces of art, and I don't want to mess them up by carrying them, and I often don't like to have a knife that I feel bad about using. So let's see what we've got. So the prep box monthly is $100. There used to be two different levels. There is just one level now. He changed it up a little bit with January, and it looks like, let's see, so we got a sticker in here. We've got a little thing for a free dog tag tool from Grim Workshop. Little Night Eyes S carabiner. Looks like this is a freebie. I use these things a lot, actually, to tell you the truth. If you've seen my in the shop videos, I use two of these little ones to carry around my little cutter and my little Olight mini flashlight on my keychain that I carry in the shop and everything. So that's cool, nice. But the main two items are, and unfortunately the USPS helped us here. So we've got the Gerber center drive, which is a great multi-tool. I actually already have one, but we'll unbox this one again. I've done the unboxing for it in a whole separate thing, but we'll do it here. And the Rogan Ranger tool, which I have not seen, which I don't have. So I think we're going to go with the Gerber center drive first, since it's already been opened up for us. Now with the Gerber center drive, you get this collection of bits, which actually does fit inside the sheath, so it's not like they're just floating around. You get 12 bits in this nice rubberized carrier here, and here's the selection you get. Pretty useful. The sheath is pretty good, so different carry options. It's a very heavy gauge nylon, and you can put it horizontally, you can put it on a standard belt loop, or if you find other ways to rig it up, that's cool. It has that pouch. It's a little elasticy there too, so it holds your tool pretty well, and you can put your bits right in there and carry them around. As for the tool itself, I really like the center drive, and I really liked it when I did the first unboxing. There's another Phillips head in there right now. What really separates the center drive from some other multi-tools out there is that it really features the bit driver, where the other ones just have a little kind of attachment. This has a very prominent and very elongated bit attachment there. So you can actually hold this very securely and get this into wherever you're working. Whereas a lot of other ones, I forgot who makes it, I think SOG makes it, where there's one where it clamps into the end of the pliers, which is great, but you can't get it very far. Some of them just has a little extension right at the end of the handle. I use this like a lot. honestly, because it works kind of like a regular screwdriver. You can get it into places and do stuff. And there's actually another holder where you can store another bit, like if you have some that are your most commonly used in there when we look at it. But your bit driver is a locking driver, which is pretty nifty, so it's secure when you bring it out there. And this is, you know, separate from the rest of the tool. It's always out there. So open it one-handed. If your hands aren't cold in the snow right now, it's a little easier to do. But you have that tool accessible all the time. The actual pliers itself, Gerber was the first to come up with the one-handed opening multi-tool, right? Spring-loaded. And I was actually, I swear, I'm not even making it up. I was just using my center drive the other night. I was using it to cut some wire to clean out my airbrush for another project I was doing, because it has really nice replaceable wire cutters in there. I was using it to, it's actually pipe cleaners, but you know, there's metal wire in there. So you get your needle nose plier, you get your regular plier in there, and then a wire stripper, if you can see, and your wire cutter, and those are tungsten carbide replaceable. This is another bit holder, so you can swap another bit. So you actually get 14 bits. Ruler right there, right? Also in the handle, now this doesn't lock, but in the handle here, you've got, that's my neighbor's dog, that's not my Tato, by the way. Dual-sided file with a fine and a coarse side. And you've got a very nice lock right there that's very easy to do one-handed, but pretty effective. I don't use this one very much, but it's pretty cool because basically it's like a mini pry bar, a nail puller, and yes, it's a bottle opener, but we'll forgive it. Actually, this is a good place to have a bottle opener because it's not like a knife blade or anything, but very ruggedly built. Yes, I am speeding through this because my poor little hands are cold. You've got that that punch, that'll get you through. Oh, that'll get you through quite a bit, huh? And then you've got your serrated edge there. You know what, and we can close the whole thing and hold it. Now, personally, one thing I would say, I would prefer if the edge was on this side, so that you're not cutting with all of this kind of in your way. I'd rather cut with this side down. That's just me, you know. But if you need that serrated edge to do stuff, you've got that. I'm not a huge fan of serrated edges. I understand they have a time and a place, but there it is. And we'll close that. Now, also on this knife, or sorry, also on this tool, you've got what they advertise as a 30% larger knife blade. And this one, you know, obviously the blade cuts down. 420 HC steel. And some multi-tools do give you kind of a small knife. Now, what's kind of cool in the design of this one, and again, I can do all this without referencing anything because I've used one for a while. So as you're holding this, you've got a nice grip here because this forms almost like a thumb ramp, as if you were holding a regular knife. You've got a good grip on it, and it's all straight edge, no serrations, nothing like that. Comes ready to go. Leatherman is usually, I don't know, I respect Leatherman as a tool. They make great tools, but Gerber, there's something about Gerber multi-tools that I've always really liked. Maybe it's because, I've told this story over and over. My very first multi-tool I ever owned was one that was issued to me by the Army. But they're good. They are really good. Not saying that other brands aren't. Well, a little bit of effort on that pull through there. But can we slice? Yeah, we can slice like nothing. And this is not the kind of blade you would chop with, but, well, okay. It'll cut though. It will cut. It will not chop. It's not a chopping. You don't have the leverage because it's so back heavy, but, you're really going to chop with this thing anyway. The Gerber center drive is really a pretty good tool. I really think it's good. But here's the deal. Since I already have one, guess where this one's going directly into? Yeah, that's right. Giveaway. Directly. There's no sense in me having two of the exact same tool around. So a pretty fancy giveaway item, huh? But in terms of, you know, a good value actual tool, this is a really good one to have. Let's check out this Ranger tool by Rogan. I think I have heard of it. I have heard of it. I've wanted to see it. I have not seen it, unfortunately. So what do we have here? We have 100% handmade in the USA. This concept for Rogan tools. Okay. Dig, split, pry, hammer. Cool. Well, that's just a big hunk of steel. What kind of steel? I don't know. I'm going to have to try to figure that out and put it on there. Now, you notice what's not on here is, obviously, this is not intended to replace your standard knife. We'll do some edge tests on it. You know what? We'll do it right now before this paper gets very humid out here. Yeah, this is not a fine edge. This is a brute force kind of tool. Will this chop? No. And yeah, so just to make it clear, we're not talking now. Could you sharpen that up? Probably, but this is not a knife. This is to do all the things that you don't want to do with your knife because you don't want to break it. So this is for the kind of stuff where you want to, you know, get into a piece and destroy it, basically. This is not going to be your... This is a very soft piece of wood, so it's a bad example, but this is not for your simple wood cutting tasks. Yeah. I don't have the right stuff to do a full test on this right now, but this would be a great addition to, you know, your carry out in the woods, out in the field. So rather than, I don't know, we do batoning a lot as a test during hard use tests, but I don't know if you guys know this, you're never supposed to use a knife for batoning. That's a dangerous use for your knife. It's a good way to test sometimes the durability of, you know, the blade and the construction, but it's actually, it's not good for your knife. It's not good for it at all. So this is the kind of thing that is designed for you to baton through wood to save your knife. Just a nice, simple, big piece of steel with a wedge on it to do all that stuff. Now, I think what might be good is a whole test video on this at a later date. This is actually something, it's very similar to something I wanted to check out myself. So, I'm happy with this. Now, what I'm really liking about the prep box here is that it is very simple. It's one fee. You pay one price. You get a couple, in this case a couple, in the last one, I think we got 3 or 4, I don't know. You get a few really good quality items without all the filler and all the fluff and all the, you know, junk that some of the other things feel like they have to put in to justify all the hype and everything from their boxes. I would rather pay for some good high quality items than, you know, a whole box full of stuff that I'm sitting here going, well, yeah, this is nifty or this is cool, but what does it work? Is it solid? So it took me a while to have the open space in my lineup, but so far I'm impressed not only by, you know, the stuff that Jason picks out for the prep box, but just like I said, interacting with him as a company owner and his service and everything. This is pretty cool. So what do you guys think? Would you like to see a whole... I think we saw this on, like, did kind of like a multi-tool roundup once upon a time, but would you guys like to see just a whole video of just abusing the crap out of this thing? I think I'll do that. What do you think of these two tools overall, though? Do you like this concept in a box, just a couple good quality items, or do you like the whole thing where, like, you know, you get a big box of surprises and you never know, you know... What do you prefer? Do you prefer the quantity, or do you like just knowing that you're only going to get a few things, but they're going to be good stuff? And seriously, it's not a loaded question. Some people might prefer to get a whole lot of stuff. Some people like just a couple really solid things. I'd like to know your opinions. I have promised Ethan a trip to get a snack at Wawa. So, you know, dad priorities. Anyway, for those of you asking me how to get into the giveaway and stuff, well, you can't because it hasn't started, but it is by next week, you will have all the answers you want in an actual video when we open up this giveaway contest. I know it's been a pain waiting for it. I've been waiting on those back-ordered items to fill out the bag, but you'll find out everything you need to know in the contest opening video that's going to explain everything. And I think you're all going to be pretty happy. So, you know, if you're not already subscribed, it's a contest for subscribers, so subscribe to the channel. All my Patreon team members get extra entries into this kind of stuff. So, you know, you can consider joining the Patreon team. In addition to the extra, you know, benefits they get, there's a link to that in the video description. The awesome dudes that are part of the Discord server that hang out there and have cool conversations, they're actually going to be the first ones to see the giveaway video. I'm going to do kind of like a premiere posting on Discord. So if you want to join Discord, it's totally free. It's just, you know, you join the server and you talk to folks, and we have ridiculous conversations there. But there's a link to the Discord server also. There's all sorts of different channels in the server, you know, there's a gun channel, there's a knife channel, there's just a general channel, there's a Q&A channel, there's all sorts of stuff in there. We have a lot of fun. There is, of course, my Q&A email. There is my regular email and links to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So check all that stuff out. It's cool stuff. And otherwise, I'm going to go inside and get this video edited up after a Wawa trip, of course, for snacks. How much you want to bet on a day where it's snowing and 27 degrees, he's going to want a milkshake, right? Anyway, as always, guys, one last big shout out to Jason for taking care of an issue I had and making sure I got this box on time. He's awesome. Shout out to all of you guys, because as always, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.